Now, following on from yesterday's video where we cut all our pieces, scored them and folded them to what we needed. Now we're going to glue them all together. So this is the over top flap, which is scored at 1/2 and 1, and we'll just put this on . There you see, folds over nicely. Pardon me. And then you can see the little bit of the pattern paper over the front of the envelope, and then the larger flap that goes over the back. Now we will put on the side expanders. You'll remember those. So take them out. Make sure if you've got coloured paper that the coloured section is on the outside and that the single opening is on the inside. So as we have a look here, check first just to make sure. Now I've got a little bit too long here. So I'm going to just take that a little bit off. And that's good to go. So on the plain section, the white section, if you've got paper that's white on one side and coloured on the next, it's easier to tell. Okay, just putting it there. Press it down for a little while because you want that glue to stick. You can use double-sided paper, if sticky tape, if you want to. Now turning around, we're going to do the other one. So again, coloured side out, the single opening on the inside. Now I should have checked this one because it's a little bit too long. Pardon me, I'm a little bit croaky today. There we go, nice and firmly shut. And then we're going to put the longer end up on there. So you'll only need to put glue on this piece. Maybe you just make a little tiny mark that we can rub off later. And there we go, we'll put a little bit of glue on both sides. Just take a little care as you're putting it up. You want it actually to come up far enough so that you can squash it down and have the whole thing stick. So down the bottom there, you might need to put your fingers in between the pleats, same as this side here, in between the pleats, and give that a bit of pressure so that it will stick, because you've got your concertina there and you want the whole thing to stick well. So just move it around a little bit. I've got a little tiny splot of glue there. You just wipe that away. Little tiny splot of glue. And just keep doing that so that you make sure it's nice and stuck. There we go. And that should be quite good. Looking quite good so far. got all our pieces together now. We've just got a little bit of trimming to do. So you can either use your scissors and cut these corners round it, because I think they look rather nice, or you can have a punch that's a corner rounder. So I'll show you both. So this is a corner rounder. I usually take the largest, pop this in and cut. Or you can use your scissors, just go a little way around there, and that's both of those done. And that's our card basically done. What you can do to help it seal is put some double-sided tape on, but we'll test it first just to make sure that it holds a card. So this card's got some extra thick butterflies on it. The flowers are also elevated. So by putting that in there, yep, that fits easily there. Now we're going to do a really big test here now. This is a fan card. Now this is really, really thick, and I dare do it on screen because I wouldn't have thought that it would work, and it doesn't. But if you've got flowers that are protruding up and they're beautifully shaped, you don't want them squashed in a flat envelope. So that's why one of these envelopes is perfect for that. And it's quite sturdy. It'll stay nice and secure. We'll just pop a little bit of double-sided tape on the top. There we go. Use the bone folder just to secure it down. And then if you leave it, that glue will sink into the card on the back, on the paper, and it'll be really easy for the person who receives this envelope or receives the card, or you're going to give it to somebody, then you'll be able to peel that second layer off just by lifting it up with your nail, or if you need to, just a nice sharp point right in there. So there we have it. So this is the final video on this particular project, just making an envelope card that happens to be expanding and enabling you to put much thicker cards in and still giving it that security that it won't all be flattened. So thank you for your viewing, and I hope to see you again very soon. Stay tuned to my channel. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. That'd be lovely. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.